Hey guys, so we have a few things to talk about here. The first one is going to be they announced a new free-to-play Blue Goku. So let's go ahead and read what they posted on here and we can just quickly discuss this. So event exclusive Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Goku is here. Using any type of arts card will buff own damage. So it just sounds like he's got stack and damage. Use the main ability when own health is 50% or below to inflict all enemies with no switching. This character is easy to use and cunning. So he's got one of the most toxic mechanics ever implemented into the game. This has been a mechanic that's been in the game since like the third month the game was out. The character to introduce us into the game was Green Bardock a very long time ago. If you've noticed, they don't give this to characters anymore. They don't have characters with the ability to just press main and lock the opponent in for 10 counts with no switching. So it makes sense to me that they would lock this behind a pretty strict condition, 50% HP or below. That's, you know, it doesn't sound too hard, but I mean, you typically don't want to just take tons of damage. I think what you probably want to do here with this character, I'm assuming he's going to have some kind of disrupt. If he doesn't have some kind of disrupt at half HP, this is going to be a wash, I would imagine, but you're probably going to want to take some damage, get below 50% HP, and then, again, assuming he has a disrupt, it'll activate his disrupt, and then the combo will be over. And then you can obviously make use of the no switching, but if he doesn't have a disrupt, then what you're gonna have to do is when he gets to half HP, you're gonna have to switch and then sort of maintain him below half HP, make sure he doesn't heal up in any way, come back in with him in the middle of a combo, press the main ability, inflict no switching, and then hopefully either him or someone else on the team can then come in and finish off whoever you're locking in. We'll see. I think the 50% health restriction is probably going to be a little bit worse than most people think, but it's not the end of the world, probably. We'll see. He's a free character anyway, so I mean, him having a gimmick like that I think is fine. We'll see what the rest of what he can do is, but this is an interesting choice because typically if you take a look at the past 2 years, free-to-play characters that came out during the end of Legends Fest, the end of Legends Fest / beginning of the new year, they both correlated with the Ultra in Part 3. Right, 2 years ago when we had Ultra Blue Gogeta, we got the free-to-play full-power Broly. And then last year when we got Ultra UI Sign Goku, we got the free-to-play Blue Beerus, who was on Universe Reps and Universe Survival Saga. So this Goku not really being relevant to Beast Gohan is kind of a little bit strange. I mean, obviously this Goku is from the Future Saga. This is Goku, I mean, this is the like the the meme Goku, the Dokkan Blue Goku and Vegeta Blue Goku. That's what this is. The Goku who fights Rose, right? Or I guess Zamasu. It's when him and Vegeta are fighting Rose and Zamasu, and Vegeta's fighting Rose and Goku's fighting Zamasu. That's what this Goku is from. So it's him from the future, which would correlate with Part 1 future stuff. So I'm not exactly sure if that's meaningful at all, but I mean, I guess it could potentially play into who we see for the first LF coming up in January, whether or not they want to do like a Fusion Zamasu or something. We'll see. I'm thinking they're probably going to go back to Daima because, well, in light of not wanting to spoil anything because it's still pretty new, we just got something very, very exciting in Daima. So I'm thinking if that's not going to be the next release, it's probably coming up maybe at the end of January, maybe a potential battle hour reveal for what happened in Daima's the end of January LF or something. We'll see. But this is an interesting choice for the free character because it doesn't correlate with Beast Gohan directly. So that's the first announcement. The second announcement is a little bit more, I don't know if I want to call it surprising, because this was certainly on my radar, but I don't really know the best way to describe this. Let's just go over it. So, new Zenkai Awakening is coming soon. A certain Legends Limited character is finally getting a Zenkai Awakening, but who could it be? Leave your predictions in the comments. So, typically when we get these Zenkai announcements and they put a background on here, it is possible to look at the background image and deduce from that which character is getting a Zenkai. Sometimes they reverse the assets. Sometimes, I mean, every single time there is a definitive way to tell who this is. And we do, in fact, know who the Legends Limited character getting a Zenkai Awakening is. And if we take a look at the list here of all the non-Zenkai Awakened LF characters, it actually is Blue Goku and Vegeta. the tag Blue Goku and Vegeta that came out during Legends Fest 2021. This is the first ever tag character introduced into the game. They introduced the tag mechanic. This is certainly one of the most exciting Dragon Ball Legends releases of all time. If you guys were playing back when Legends Fest 2021 was just being announced and they did the reveals and stuff and they showed off the tag mechanic for the first time, there are very few times in this game's history that rival the amount of hype that followed that announcement of the tag mechanic. And obviously, we take a look at this 3 years later, and the tag mechanic has played a very big part in the evolution and progression of this game. This character actually will not end up being the first tag character to get a Zenkai Awakening. The first character to get a Zenkai Awakening as a tag character is the blue Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta. Let's just filter by Zenkai only. These guys. So these guys, I think, actually still are the most recent LF Zenkai. Let me just put this on here because I think we're probably going to see a similar thing with the Zenkai ability. They did an interesting thing with these guys' Zenkai ability. Increase the following stats during battle. 20% base strike attack, 20% base blast attack, 20% base strike defense, 20% base blast defense. So at first glance, it does look like this is sort of like a half Zenkai ability, but in reality, when you look at the targets, Element Blue Sun Family, Element Blue Vegeta Clan. So the way that this actually works is, like, let's just say, for example, this own, like themselves, like this own character, they are, of course, a Blue Sun Family character, and they are a Blue Vegeta Clan character. So the way this works is they're actually getting this buff applied twice to themselves. So if you're a Blue Sun Family and a Blue Vegeta Clan character, you're actually getting the full buff. You're getting 40% to everything instead of 20% because this activates twice because you fulfill both the target conditions on this. So I think that's probably what we're going to be seeing with this character as well. I don't know if they're going to do Sun Family. Well, I guess they would. I was thinking maybe they could do like 20% to all stats if you're a Purple Sun Family character, and 20% to all stats if you're a Purple God Key. But that probably wouldn't be the case. They would probably just do the same thing, right? Purple Sun Family and Purple Vegeta Clan. That would make the most sense. Purple Sun Family and Purple Vegeta Clan. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Purple right now is in a really bad place. I don't really know. There's really aren't that many great purple characters. I mean, we could pull up Purple here. What Ultimate Gohan, Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. They're not completely dead, that's for sure. But I mean, the Ultimate Gohan would be the only one really receiving any benefit from that Zenkai ability in particular. That's like the only usable purple that would get that. And I'm imagining this character themselves are probably going to be quite good. This character, this slot is essentially where Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta Zenkai last year in the beginning of January, the LF Green Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. He was pretty good when he got his Zenkai Awakening. He probably slid into like the top 8, top 7, somewhere in there, top 6 slot. I don't remember where exactly I had him on my top 10 list, but he was really good because he was designed to try and jumpstart GT, which they proceeded to buff for the next 7 months in a row. But GT going into 2024 was essentially a zero team. They had nothing going for them whatsoever. So they made that Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta really good because he needed to help the team really badly. This character doesn't really need to help a team really badly. I mean, I would actually say they're all in decent spots here. Sun Family's in a good spot with Beast and all that those part 2 characters out. Vegeta Clan is in a decent spot, actually. It's kind of crazy to even say that, but they have a lot of decent characters now. God Key is in a solid spot, and then they're not really a full movies buffer, but they are a movies character. And again, movies doesn't really need super amounts of aid right now. So this character doesn't really need to desperately jumpstart a team back into relevance because all their teams are decent. So I'm not really sure they're going to handle this character, but my money would be on that they are at least, you know, contending with some of the best characters in the game, which is what we're looking for. So that's that. The one sort of contention I have with this announcement is just simply that it is not this character. We are now at the point. Remember, this character, To be like, if you actually think about how absurd this is, this character is already, they're 3 years old. They are overdue for a Zenkai. This character is overdue for a Zenkai by quite a big margin. If you're 3 years old, you are overdue for a Zenkai by a long shot. That's just the way it is. And that's why I've been saying for a while, we're really far behind on Zenkais. Really far behind on Zenkais. Like, we should be like probably approaching like 5th anniversary. Like, we should probably be like, this guy's getting a Zenkai right now. Like, all these guys should already be wiped out in terms of who's not gotten their Zenkai. Like, these guys should all have their Zenkais already. That's my view. We need to be moving things along. We need to be, you know, chop. Let's get these characters Zenkai. Let's continue buffing teams and changing things up and making sure we're having competitive options in all these different teams. And the best way to do that is just to pump out these LF Zenkais. Think about the fact that we get an LF character every single month, at least one a month, potentially more. Remember, we got 2 in a month a few times this in 2024. And they give us, what is the rate of LF Zenkais in this game? Like once every 2 months, once every 2.5 months. So we're just continuing to fall back behind further and further every single year because of the rate at which we get new LF characters and the rate at which we don't get LF Zenkais. So 3 years ago, this character dropped, Blue Goku and Vegeta, and we're getting their Zenkai. Think about the fact they're a full year older than this Gogeta. That is so insane. This Gogeta is over 4 years old now. He's over 4 years old, and he doesn't have an equipment, and he doesn't have a Zenkai Awakening. The reason why I thought it was a lot more likely that this Gogeta would get a Zenkai than this Blue Goku and Vegeta is because this Blue Goku and Vegeta just, you know, semi-recently got their unique equip. So I thought that was kind of like them trying to artificially prolong their non-Zenkai status, I guess. And then in the interim, they would have given Blue Gogeta Zenkai. But I guess that's not the case here. This character's going to get one. I could definitely see there some positive aspects of this guy not getting one right now. The main one is just because we obviously just got a monster ultra yellow character who's also on movies. Clearly there would be some different teams that this Gogeta would be on, like God Key, like Fusion Warriors, that Beast would not be on. But yeah, them both being yellow. I think what they should have done probably is they should have just not made Beast yellow. To this day, I don't know if anybody understands why he's yellow. We could hire like an IQ 170 quantum string theorist from Harvard University, and they wouldn't be able to figure out why they made Beast Gohan yellow. No one knows. No one will ever know, probably. He should have been like blue or purple, and then they should have Zenkai'd this guy. Boom. Just the most simple thing of all time. So I'm not upset that these guys are getting a Zenkai because it's still a very hype character, and they are, again, overdue for one. But, I mean, at what point does it start to become sad? You know, like, at what point does it start to become just like a farce that this guy is not Zenkai? What are they waiting for? I just don't get it. So anyway, this would also, I guess, also explain that awakened equipment that we're getting. If we go over here, it should be in here. Scroll all the way down. This one. Actually, quite a good awakened equipment here. This will fit on, of course, the Zenkai for the Blue Goku and Vegeta. Also, it'll fit on this new free-to-play Goku. So that's why we got, where is it? This. Pretty good equip for both those characters. But yeah, there we go. I imagine, by the way, these guys will probably drop on the 31st, which is a Tuesday. So it's a day before weekly reset. But whenever we get to the end of the year, it always is a bit of a strange timing thing. Looking back at last year, Blue Beerus. So Blue Beerus was the free-to-play character last year. Blue Beerus also released on the 31st. And the 31st last year was a Sunday. So they just dropped him on a Sunday. I imagine the same thing will happen this year. They'll just drop this guy on the 31st, which is a Tuesday. And he'll probably come out, and then we'll get the happy bags, and then we'll get the gift raid, and all that stuff will probably drop on Tuesday the 31st. So let me know what you guys think of the free-to-play Blue Goku dropping very soon, as well as the tag Blue Goku and Vegeta getting a Zenkai Awakening. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.